like, I started in 2020 when I was doing,
I'm like, now I'm interviewing you.
right on. When I was doing when COVID hit, I lost a bunch of my students.
Oh yeah.
I was just like, I got to do something to keep myself busy, you know? And
Yeah.
so I started just writing songs and then started doing a podcast, and, you know, it kind of grew. I got some good feedback. I got some really fun interviews from different stuff, and it's pretty eclectic. I mean, I do a lot of music, but I also do a lot of, like, liberty movement stuff.
Oh,
I do a lot of like classic literature and you know, art and all kinds of stuff, and you know.
So how do you find your interviewers or interviewees?
I look for people that I like and am interested in, and I ask. And some of them say yes.
Yeah.
Occasionally I get a yes. So
Have you done the self-interview, like just you?
I have a couple of episodes where it's just me. Yeah, where they're usually shorter because I guess, I don't know, less interesting to myself. But no, I have I also have started doing like poetry reading because I really love poetry.
Okay.
And so I started doing just, you know, for some short content, like I'll just, you know, do a poem.
Is this the longest one?
Do you want to use one of these?
Oh, wait a minute, wait. I plugged in. No, I didn't.
Do you play keyboard in a band or just like kind of?
Yeah, no, I play
Go 5.
in about 3 or 4 different bands, and I play.
6.
Yeah, and like I said, I write and I teach, and I play at a church. So yeah, I play.
Oh, dang.
Like I'm pretty blessed. Like the fact that I raised 4 kids, and you know, and got to do music full time is a blessing. You know.
There you go.
Fine.
You're good.
You're on 6. You're good.
Yeah.
It's been a challenge, definitely.
It's hard. Like, you gotta find your niche, and you gotta figure out, like, you gotta be willing to say yes all the time.
Let's see if we can get it. I'm just messing around a little bit with it. That chord, that one chord is
D, right?
it's actually, it's not a D, it's kind of like a, what is that chord?
Like D, G flat, or G minor.
Do you have a songs written in G?
G?
White Dwarf.
White Dwarf, Belong.
Just play a little bit of it. I want to see if the mandolin even fits in that.
We could try Belong, though.
Yeah, he's already almost doing it.
So that's what chords are you playing? You're playing that.
I got it. Is it?
That's cool. That works. Did you ever play?
Why'd you stop?
That was awesome. That was awesome.
It would just be fun. Another real cool one is Wagon Wheel by Bob Dylan. That one's capo on the 2nd fret, and it's just like 3 chords. consonant. Is that time? It's the volume control for him. So you can leave this on, and when you play this, these things will go off. You know, it's like a. Well,
To do that,
coming out.
you'll need to be online.
Is it coming out of there? It was called Rock and Roll by Ravi Shankar. It went like this. Hooked on the Feeling by B.J. Thomas. I can't stop this feeling deep inside of me. Anyway, it's like, that was played today, and then there's like
Oh, that one sounds good.
Eric Burden,
Yeah.
and he goes, I think that maybe I'm dreaming. On the end of Monterey, they go, they strum it, you know. But I've never seen it used other than sympathetic. It picks up the sound from the other strings, so it gives it a little more. Yeah, you learned it. So start with that first note and go da 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 da, like yeah, except go da 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 da. Then it just move down a half step. That's it. And then you move down the scale. Yeah. Yeah. So when I played in that East Indian fusion band, oh, you were talking about belly dancers? I was surrounded by them. Yeah, because that's what we did. We used to play shows. They would when they would hire us. Southwest Booking would hire us. We'd be in this giant tent, and they'd have a camel in there, and they'd have a guy with a boa constrictor, and a lady balancing swords, and all this crazy stuff. And they were all eating on the floor while we were playing. I had to dress in a Nehru shirt, and we did belly dance. Well, they ended up pretty crazy competitions, but we played at a place where
Rich won one of them.
Yeah.
there was all the belly dance schools from all over the United States came to this thing, so we provided the music for the.
Oh yeah.
It was really cool, you know. So I'm familiar with it.
Yeah, I used to play Doombeck for my mom's crew.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, that's what Anthony played. Anthony's from England. He's living back in London now,
Yeah.
and he played Doombeck and tablas, and that was before MIDI, so he had recorded backgrounds, you know, to give us a full sound. And then when MIDI came in, things, you know, of course they changed the way they did things, but so I learned a lot from him. You know, I mean, I was glad I did it. At first it seemed weird. I feel like, what am I doing here? You know, I feel like I'm on Mars or something, you know.
Yeah.
But then they asked me what I thought of this one song. It was so dark, you know. I compared it to a Dracula, because you know movies, right? You know, it sounds like something from a Dracula movie. I started laughing. They go, well, this is where the difference is that this music in India is considered rock and roll.
Oh yeah.
Like rock and roll to us, this is their music that they listen to. So it's just, you know, and plus they're way advanced. I mean, they got the quarter tone system.
Yeah,
They've got so many scales, and they play drone. They don't play a chord, so they play one note. So that frees you up. You can play any scale to that drone.
Yeah, it's really modal.
So when I was in Jackalope, around that same time period, Larry, the keyboard player, had a sitar set up. It was actually a drone off of an Esraj and something else. I don't know what it was. And he taped the key down and just let it keep going. And then we would start. And then Daryl would start playing the percussion, and then we would just start jamming. So we would answer each other back and forth. So, you know, I'd do a country lick, you know, and it would fit. And then Larry would do some Hungarian lick, you know.
Man.
I would do an Indian lick, you know, and everything fit. It was so much fun, you know. And we had a violinist too who, you know, he went in there and he tried. But yeah, it's, you know, it's fun to experiment with that stuff.
Yeah. Like with the drone thing, that's where I want you to get like the organ foot
Yep.
thing, so you can just do.
Oh yeah.
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 I've not played
Do
one
the
of those yet.
rush thing.
Yeah, a drone just allows you to, and see, that's the other thing that they do in India. They mix scales up,
Yeah.
you know, and they become other scales as a you know, I mean, they're just, it's just unbelievable what they do, you know. So I was very, very humbled after I'd been with them for a while, you know.
Yeah.
I was the only guitar player at that time that was doing rock licks with Indians.